The fate of the hostages held by Hamas in Gaza, including Americans, is a top priority for the president, as everyone here is awaiting a potential ground offensive targeting Hamas. Tonight, while it launches new airstrikes, the Israeli military now says a ground offensive into Gaza is not a certainty, as Israel targets Hamas for the massive terror attack that killed over 1,400 Israelis.
And the civilized world should unite behind Israel in fighting and eradicating Hamas.
Tonight, President Biden leaving for the Mideast on a dangerous trip into a war zone to show support for Israel, to try to nudge open a humanitarian corridor to get desperately needed aid to civilians in Gaza, and to try to prevent the conflict from engulfing the Mideast, including Iran, which arms and finances Hamas, or Iranian-backed Hezbollah. Meanwhile, tonight, 2,000 U.S. troops are preparing for possible deployment to the region, and with the potential of an Israeli ground offensive, new fears tonight for the estimated 199 hostages taken by Hamas terrorists and now held inside Gaza, like 21-year-old French-Israeli citizen Mia Schem, seen on this propaganda video released by Hamas. Can you describe the moment that you saw Mia in that video?
Wow. I started to scream. I felt on the floor.
It's the first time Mia's mom, Karen, has had any word about Mia since she went to that music festival in southern Israel, where hundreds of young concert-goers were massacred by Hamas.
When I saw her, I started to scream from happiness, and everybody came, and we said, wow, and we were so happy. And after everybody went home, I sat and I watched the video, and I wanted to die because I saw my baby so scared and so wounded, and this is the worst nightmare for every mother in the world.
Does she look like the Mia that you know?
She looks pale. She looks very frightened. She looks in pain. And she looks alone and scared.
The White House says President Biden will coordinate with Israel on addressing the hostage dilemma as pressure is growing on him to take action to free the Americans being held by Hamas, believed to be among them 23-year-old Hirsch Goldberg Poland. How do you think he is doing?
Hirsch is not the strongest guy physically, but he has a very tough, resilient mental makeup. And I keep pulling strength from that. I just keep saying to myself throughout the day, channeling messages to him, don't give up.
I talk to him throughout the day, and I say, we love you, be strong, survive. We love you, be strong, survive.
Rachel and Jonathan are Hirsch's parents. He was last seen in this photo, there on the left, with a group hiding from Hamas gunmen.
We want evidence that he is alive.
Witnesses said that hiding place was attacked by Hamas, and Hirsch lost his arm in an explosion. Incredibly, he was able to apply his own tourniquet. He was then kidnapped by Hamas.
We know he got on the truck himself without an arm, and that's it. Now, I don't know how to tie a tourniquet. I don't know how long it takes you to bleed out when you have a wound like that. He might have died in that truck. He may have never made it to Gaza. We have no idea.
This is not an easy question, but we all know that Israel is making plans to invade Gaza. Gaza is presumably where the hostages are. Is it your desire that the government would tap the brakes here and not move in quickly?
Look, we are American Israelis, so we're very well aware that Israel needs to take action. As the parents of Hirsch, we're hopeful that the brakes are tapped a little bit before that happens.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.